Epic Radio 99.3. It's so refreshing.
Famous to all the baby where don't woke me at, where don't make me feel like say I'm not man enough. I no get nothing for offer. To all me party when look down on me, where don't make me feel like say the life no good become something. And they walked away. All the people who promise for help me, they say come office today, tomorrow next tomorrow. The story not just the same, but I refuse to give up. I kept on hoping.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the debut edition of Talk to M. My name is Mulko Sulaiman Bangura, and I am your host. This show is designed to mentor, coach, and provide critical insight into a range of social issues affecting young people. We will figure them out together. This show is brought to you by Epic Radio 99.3 FM. You can join us on radio, or you can join us on Radio Garden as well, wherever you're in the world. And we designed this show for being and come to you every week through Epic Radio. We say thanks to the management of Epic Radio for giving this opportunity. And I will be your host, Mulko Sulaiman Bangora. I hope so you will stay tuned and stay with me as we, we talk about different social issues that they affect young people in this country. And also we figure out how we go about those issues. Again, my name is Mulko, and that just gives you a short biography of Mulko. So, I'm a Mandela Washington Fellow 2017, and also I'm a Fulbright Scholar 2020. I recently turned back home, and this is one of the ways that I think I will give back to young people, for empower other young people and for become successful in different areas of their life. It doesn't have to be academic. There are other areas that also we very lucrative. So this is one way I think I will give back. So this show, we didn't Talk to M there about. Talk to M get for be a show where they deal with different issues. Like for instance, for this particular month, we get for handle entrepreneurship. Now we get for talk about how to start small business. Which to make small businesses and succeed. And how to measure your success. And we get for talk to people who don't succeed in small businesses. Now, I must say this, I am not an expert. I'm not the highest grade of weed in the dispensary, neither I'm not the strongest avenger. I am not an expert. But with my experience, I will share my experiences where I get, and I will bring people who are already in the field, where they do perfectly well in the areas they are, so for also share their experience as well. So it get to be a very good, session. Well, very brilliant sessions with brilliant people and brilliant minds in the industry professionals. And so for the pilot episode today, we get to talk about business startup, all you need to know. And so this now the show will get for bring to you every Tuesday 8 p.m. sharp. It will be a 1 hour show, 8 to 9. And also you within a host to listen, or wherever you watch on Facebook, you will get an opportunity for call in, send your message, and ask you questions, and be a part of this community, because we try to build a very solid community of people, young people, we try to figure out life together. And until we get to, so we won't forget to. So thank you for joining us this time, wherever you're in the world, and I hope so you will bear with me for the next 1 hour as we get wonderful sessions for you and wonderful things, good, brilliant information, and we get a wonderful guest with me today. We go kickstart the program. But before I bring in the guest, we go take a short break, and then we just take a short break and commercial break, and then we'll come back right after the commercial break.
I never stop for nothing. I'm looking forward to a brighter future. I'm moving ahead. I never stop for nothing. For this one where we there, people go come inside you life. Some go come for stay, and some go come and go. The reason why someone go stay, now only God knows. The reason why some man go.
Yes, we are back again. This is now your favorite show, Talk to M. We'll bring and come to you on radio, Epic Radio 99.3 FM. If you did listen to it on radio or you did join us on Facebook, welcome. And this is a wonderful time for listen and join me. So as I said today, we pilot topic, we debut topic. We talk about entrepreneurship, startup. Yes. I know, say we don't talk about today. A lot of professionals that don't talk about entrepreneurship. We don't read about them a lot, so it's becoming like a broken record. But one thing's for sure. One of the things that we actually lift any economy in any country in the world, not small businesses. If you're able to empower the middle level, the middle manpower, then you are assured of growing on the positive trajectory in terms of the economy. So we need many more people in for going to small businesses, manage the small businesses, and becoming independent. And so we not go tired for talk about entrepreneurship. We not go tired for bring to now the resources they wanna need, everything on need, what you for do, how for go about them, and for make you self become successful in the small businesses, in the small business way you do. But this show in this particular episode, we decide for come for time for like tell una exactly how like give we go on our own experiences and bring an industry professional we will gain self own experience, how you start, how you get to how you get to so for today the topic very simple. Startup, all you need to know, how for startup. And with me today, I get my guest, like I said earlier. But before I introduce the guest, I want you to think about it this way. You're in a house right now, and perhaps you live on a pillar, or you sit down somewhere at the beach, or you didn't even quiet time, and they think about the kind of business you want for going to, what you want for do with your life in the next 5 years, what you want for involving. Perhaps you get a job, but you still need a side hustle, and you want to make that extra cash. What exactly you want to do, and you don't think about these things, and sometimes you get you get how do I put it? You don't know how for go. You get brain freeze. Like know what's not the next decision for take. So we want to help you with some of the information that we need for start that business. So if you now listener out there, you get this idea, you want to go into a business, you want to start a small business, but you get some questions that you aid, or you don't even know who for start. Well, thank you for joining me today, and we will help you with that. So with me, my guest today, now no other person but Madam Sesay. Madam Sesay will say good evening.
Good evening, listeners.
Yes. So let's on a small team of Madam Sesay. So Madam Sesay, she's a 2020 Yali RLC alumni. Okay, for now we know understand. So Yali means Young African Leaders Initiative. We're part of that broader Yali program, and you get the regional leadership centers across Africa. And so she attended one of those. She's one of the cohorts. I think it was a pandemic cohort, and you not be able to go. Yeah. I remember we worked on that application together. So me and you worked on the application together, and she finally got it, and she went to. It was online basically. She was supposed to fly to Ghana. So she's a 2020 alum, and also she's a professional with over 9 years of work experience in operations, administration, and project management. She worked for both private and non-governmental organizations like eHealth Africa, BNB Transfer, and recently Chemonics. Also, she's an entrepreneur, and she's the founder and manager of Deywaii, a tailoring brand and social enterprise that produces and trades in quality and fashionable African outfits. Welcome, Sesay, and Aboku things that we do, and thank you for joining me.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, so I think we go jump straight into the topic in hand.
Okay.
So, we don't get an introduction. We don't try to talk about, we don't say startup, entrepreneurship startup. What do you think, say, for be the first question or the first step as somebody we want to become a business owner, an entrepreneur? What do you think is the first thing we're supposed to do? Personally, as a business owner.
Yeah. So for me, the first question where I feel say anybody go ask himself when he want for going to doing a business, you get for ask yourself like waiting you dey bring come differently, you know, waiting at the impact where you want can create, and then you really get passion of the business where you want to do. It might be anything, but you get the passion.
Yeah.
You not just one can do business, you not just one can sell, because everybody they sell, so you save one for sell, but you actually want for put your mind into it.
Yes.
You get for ask yourself all them question, and then you also get for ask yourself, say, this business what I want to do, is it profitable?
Yes.
You know, it sustainable? I go able for grow with time, because nobody no want do business and stay one place.
Absolutely.
Like 2-3 years, you're not able for grow, you're not able for scale up, you just stay one place. So you get for as well ask yourself, say, okay, I go able to grow. So yeah, those are all things where you need for put in mind before ever you try for start up a business, because business is investment.
Great.
You know, so nobody, want to start something and then you lose your funds, and some man and last if they take for start a business they, so you not just want put your money into it, and at the end of the day it's nothing.
I think we will counter that part. You mentioned a very important point, which is some money and last they put into the business.
Yeah.
We will counter that side because we get to talk about financing. But what do you think? What do you think about the importance of doing the research? I think you mentioned that this more. Ask. What do you think is the importance of actually doing a research? And when they say research, and I talk about begin to spend money for make big research. But I'm saying if you want for going to whatever business you want for do, start by asking questions like see if, first of all, there is a market for this business. Secondly, see if the people the way willing for spend money for on this business. So what do you think is the importance of research in starting up a business?
Yeah, so doing a research for start up a business, they guide you a lot.
Yeah.
You firstly, get for do your market analysis.
Yeah.
You get for see if other people learn. So this business where I want start, other people and they do
Yes.
You get for see how then they do this business, and waiting you want bring come differently into waiting then they do.
Yes.
You also get for, so for me I feel say, we get party them, we get colleagues, we get family members, then we get this idea where we go discuss it with them. Oh, what do you think? You think say this makes sense? You feel say this particular product, if I put it out there, it go sell.
Yes.
Try to get the ideas of other people them and waiting and feel. And then also, sometimes it also best for go out there, look at the market and see. You self can go as a shopper or just go as a common person, try for see, that way they can able to get like a guest price of things, that kind of way they. So for me, the research they guide you a lot.
Yes.
More especially for startup.
Yeah. So then call them what you try for describe mystery shopping. So go see what you people, because unless you are you're going to a very unique business way, deal starting something new. Most of what you're about to do, somebody's already doing it. So go out there, see what you need to do, how do they do what's not in price, ask questions, and see how the sales to go, what you need to do right, what you need to do right. You can get information there by just basic talking to people. And also talking to customers, and most importantly, try to identify from the customers which are some of their pain points, because then go before tell you say, I go and they need to treat me fine. Yanda I go buy the man they saw in face. Yanda not sabi, Yanda lap at me, they talk to me nicely. But these are all cues in way if you want for going to a business, you take note of them. Say, okay, this business what I'm going to, so people who already been to them, they get this kind of experience. How making make a change. How you can be different. So that can be your differentiator. That's also brilliant. So is this something you did with Deywaii?
So for Deywaii, that's something I did.
Okay.
Yeah, so I asked colleagues, friends, because for Deywaii, it's like a family business.
Yeah.
We grow up, we meet with Papa and a tailor, it is so.
Yeah.
But, at some point, me get passion for tailoring, in as much as my Papa they do So I've been want for see waiting new I can able for bring come and left that old-fashioned tailoring, waiting new I can able for bring camp for match up to the trend.
Yeah.
So I discuss them with family as well, friends, and see, okay, I want to do this, invest in this.
Yeah.
Does it really make sense? You think, say, it worth it?
Yeah.
So yeah, I get all them feedback then day, and then I say, okay, so finally I'm ready to move Deywaii, up there, and yeah.
That's brilliant. So you I think you mentioned something where we were noting. So many, okay, let me make this disclaimer. Not for all man for being an entrepreneur. That's for real.
Yeah,
It's not for everybody.
Yeah.
It's a very challenging journey. It's a very, very challenging journey. So it's not for everybody.
Yeah.
It's okay also if you get to 9 to 5, if you just want to live a simple life, if you just want to be a teacher, if you just want to be a doctor, it's okay. If you want to be an ordinary person, success is defined by the person himself. So not by what in society say. So entrepreneurship is not for everybody. But you mentioned one thing. So if you're not a person where you really think about starting something, always look inwards instead of you look outward. See what you get first.
Yeah.
See what's in the inside you.
Yeah.
See what's in the close to you. See what's in the available to you. And for you realize you that in a bit. So that's a strength. That's something that's already you get the supply.
Yeah.
So why not just utilize that supply there and get the supply and see how best you can create a business, create a market, around it. So that's something where I think young people they think about mostly. If you think about the business, see what's in first of all they are around you. Just look within your family, within your friends, them what you sabi do, what you see you get talent in doing, and then identify them, see how best you can talk to people and for amplify that partner in life. So I mean that's good. Well, the next question I think we for jump into will be like how to structure the business. I think that's a very good question for think about, because you need just go and say, okay, I start a business.
Yeah.
There has to be a structure. Not to as they go by, as they go on, as they do. That's not a serious plan. That business is not sustainable.
Yeah.
So, what do you think? Like some of them structured. Which structure, if you say need for day in place?
Yes, structuring the business for me, it's actually one of the challenges, You having the idea, yes, the idea is there. You having the finance, you get the money, all of those things. It can be easy. You can just, I want to do this. But so the structure is how the operation, how the business get for the operate. Waiting at the, like the standard operating procedures. Waiting at the daily, routines of the business. It involves a lot. Yeah. So firstly, if you let's say you sell out a product. Firstly, you get for look at storage, how you get for the keep the item, and an item we get for the poil. Like for instance, agricultural produce, you get for remember say, we get for the poil, how long it get for take from the farm for reach to the store. You get for look at all and the delivery time. Like we were there into tailoring. You get for also look at when I buy me material, how long it take for reach me, the production time. And you also get for look at you rate as well. You get for look at you expenses. So all for me, all Nande it gets a lot of challenges.
I couldn't agree.
We also can face in structuring the business, we also they face challenges with the people you work with, employees, you staff them, una get for the fight, una get for the disagree, thing and the way you go want for let it go A, no, then go want on and B. So I mean una get for the disagree, say eventually una go get for get them right. So that's where most people then where they go into business not get the patience.
Patience.
Then we don't get things established, and then one staff then begin give them problem, and we just they close all this, they lock all things, let the shop lock, or let the business die out. But once you're able to forget them right, you don't get them right throughout. It's just the daily routine.
I mean, somebody once said, one wise man once said, if you're in a business and you don't deal with problems or troubles every day, you're not a business person. I mean, every day you get for deal with problems, every day you get for deal with challenges. It's just a matter of how you approach them.
So
Yeah, go on.
Yeah. I mean, the challenge is obviously it's there. You know, it's just how you manage
Yeah.
those challenges. So
Yeah.
yeah, structure in the business, it involves a lot.
Yeah.
You also get for look at how you dey sell out your product.
Yeah.
How you get for the market you product.
Yeah.
You want engage on social media, you want go on Facebook, you know, like for me, I dey do a lot of online marketing.
Okay.
So it's you know how you want for reach your customer or your audience, people the way you want for let them be, you know, see your product that kind way they it's all of them things they take time.
Yeah.
You know, like before now, I remember when I dey post my product on Facebook, I dey get like just 2-3 likes.
Yeah.
And that was so discouraging. People are not like close by, people are you know. But then it's all just part of it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I mean, we're making headway. So from which I gather from what you just say, if you somebody want to go into business, they have to think about all the things that are strategic.
Yeah.
And you just brush them off.
Yeah.
You know, first of all, think about what you want to go into, and then how to go about them, and then the next thing is how to structure the business.
Yeah.
Because the business has to operate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So think about if now supply, if now something you supply, the supply chain.
Yeah.
Where you get time from?
Yeah.
How long did it take for coming to?
Yeah.
So all the
Yeah.
things there, if now services you
Yeah.
also provide.
Yeah.
You have to think about who do they provide the best services?
Yeah.
How I can get that person in
Yeah.
services? We go fit that person in appointment in time. Because
Yeah.
not just focus on the own product. Services also is something we highly, it's a product of itself. So you ever think about how they all, and
Yes.
supply chain very critical where people can forget about all of the time. So you ever be smart enough to anticipate, all the supply chain channels, the issues that we will likely, come about and that kind of stuff. Then so
Yeah,
that's
speaking of supply chain, it also take me back to logistics involved, and the overhead cost or operational cost.
yeah.
So all and it's part of you structuring the business.
Yes.
So, for example, what you they put in a particular product, like what you they spend for make the product come to life, then how you they sell them, how you they get profit.
Yes.
You get the margin, you get for know all of that. Waiting at the recover from this product.
Yes.
Waiting at the get able for.
And the pricing you talk
Yes,
about now.
able for cover me overhead cost, me logistics, me transportation
Yeah.
from this point to this point. So you get for able as a business owner, you get for able for know all the analysis then they.
True.
Yeah.
And also, I think this is a perfect segue into the next thing where I want to talk about since you hit price. So you ever think about your customer segmentation as well. What are the you can have? What are your customer? Because I understand, say, as you think of a business, you get a target beneficiary. You get any customer I want.
Yeah.
For instance, if you're not a small picking business, you want to say, okay, when a small picking, I'm not the target. If you're not just the rich and wealthy, now rich and wealthy, I want target.
Yeah.
If you're not the middle level, now the number one target.
Yeah.
If you're not the mass, now the mass segment, I want target. So every product we sell, if we tailor for a certain segment, that way you understand, say, okay, this is my niche. You understand? So,
Yeah.
and also that way the overuser. But anyway, that way, say, this is my target.
You target customers.
Yeah, target customer.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the pricing get for reflect the customer segment. So you get for understand, so okay, if I can price this thing, you get for fit to within my own customer segment can afford. And you also get for be careful with competition as well.
Yeah.
You get for be careful how you price them. Because if competition tank the price, people can get them cheaper.
Yeah.
Why you can buy you on at a higher price?
And then
Tell me why. Yes, is it
it
because of the target segment, or is it because of the differentiator? Is it because of the unique selling point, the unique proposition? So you get for consider that. So for you, how important it is for segment your customer?
So for me, I try my best for make sure say my product, I mean it affordable for everybody.
Okay.
I get different class of customers then.
Okay.
It's different class of customers there. I know waiting this one, I know waiting this one, I know waiting this certain set of people able for afford, and it all goes back to your product quality. And for me, when I sell out, I dey actually tell you, say, oh, this na this quality, oh, and they go for this price, and this na this quality, they go for this price.
You know, pass near 5K.
Exactly. I will tell you, say, this na this price, and this na this price, but this is of this quality, and this is of this quality. And you go find out, say, even people, customers, and way, and they feel, say, they up there, sometimes, and they can't down. Then they look at you, oh, this is fine, oh, I want for buy this. But I mean, they make sure, say, all man gets. That's what Mickey say, I make sure, say, all man gets.
Okay.
So I look at the quality, I look at waiting, I put into the product, I look me cost and everything, and then try for give a reasonable price. One will say, okay, that middle class or that person, they can able for get this.
Amazing.
But then quality, as the quality increase, the cost definitely get for increase, because for tailoring, most of the material them, we know they make them as saloya, so we get for buy them either from Ghana or Nigeria. We self get for order, so you get for look at all that. You talk about supply changes, no logistics. You get for look at all that, and all that they make up the price.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, that's a good one. I think one other thing I need for quickly mention in terms of the customer segmentation. Well, further down, you also get for think about how to collect customer information. Where Boku business know they do, Boku people know they do. Even and when I talk about small business, I talk about that floor we get a shop. I talk about that pharmacy, that we get a pharmacy. I talk about you where they do daily business. You get your online business. You get you small delivery business. You get Alexa now food you do food delivery self. You supposed for able get a format for get all your customers them, get their number them, get their addresses. I mean, if it's possible, get their date of birth, get within the leg for it, within leg for do. Just get that detail. They're very important for capture that detail and manage that information. I mean, there are several tools now you can use. So you would think about that day before you go into the business. Because I mean, once you approach the business as your daily bread, as something what they do on a day-to-day basis, this is my life. You're able to figure out how for make it sustainable. And one of the things that we make it sustainable, one way you make it sustainable, we get customer information. Because that information is very vital. But business is not the get out. So if your customer not patronize with you for like 2 months, 3 months, you will give them a call. Hey, but auntie, you don't tell her from you. You know how you made that customer feel? They make it feel good. That one day we can go buy to assist to then guy na free street or on a short street. When the man realize say not see you 1-2 months, they pick phone call you, they feel good. You feel for get that money for go to your backyard. You see that's a skill they use. So I think it's critical that you get away for collect information. Keep the information, they constantly update them, and reach out to them customer. Then as well. You get anything to add to that?
Yes. So customer information very very important. For me, I feel say now one way down there if you are your business Google, because now then they can buy to you and not to you one day into the business. You get a lot more than people that do the same business outside. So how you want catch them customer then how you want keep them customer then So firstly, now we all it's social media, we all get smartphone. Not all man going to forget like maybe a business laptop for business or something, but we get the business phone where we utilize WhatsApp now. Everybody, I mean, all man are WhatsApp.
Okay.
So you can actually able for keep numbers. Person come now, you shop safe, you can get maybe you ledger book, you enter a name, you enter a phone number, and although some customers, some people are not give out the information, but you don't talk to her nicely, you take a name, you take in phone number, you add them at the phone, and then at the phone it's saved. Just like what they say, one time you can, reach out. You can call, you can send text message, and then we also get a business WhatsApp group where we add with customers. Then we can ask them first before we add them, not they just say who add. So we can just get where they fine tune and tell us, okay, we add now the business WhatsApp group. Or that way you get foresee. you can be one of the first people and for see we products them,
Yes.
because when we make new clothes, new design, we dey send am first na the group, or we
Yes.
know they post them out, so that way you get
Amazing.
chance for first see and pick wetin you want, so we
Yes.
no go even post am sef. So then can like that, they okay, do you always get new design and send am no more like pick quick before you go send other people and pick.
Yeah.
And even customer the way no they buy, customer the way they
Of course.
ask.
Of course.
Where they ask price
Of course.
and they know they buy, you know, need for discourage them. Like all time they
Then
ask,
a
you know,
potential
you know,
customers. So, yeah.
all time this person they ask, you know, they buy. Then customer then they will also they keep their number then.
Yeah.
We also they say okay, until you know buy, but wait we can also ask them, wait till you like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anything the way you like, you want pre-order something, you get any design way you like, you want showy. We can also add them customer then they if they
Brilliant.
accept, we add them now we WhatsApp group or we take the number them. They can tell we waiting they want, and then we next order way we they make, we can include them design in there. Then we send them to them.
Yeah.
Look, we make this, so the last time you know been buy, you be say you like this design. You know it don't happen a lot to boku
Of course,
customer.
of
They
course,
go
of
say,
course,
oh okay,
of
yes,
course.
I like this. Oh, carry time for me, make them
course,
deliver.
of course.
So keeping your customer information, if you want to let your business go, that's
Yeah.
key.
I mean, it's part
That's
of
key.
customer service,
Yeah.
which is very poor so far. Well, I mean, all over the world. I mean, even if you travel, you know, a poor all side.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's one of the most unique differentiator
Yeah.
for any business. If your customer service is solid, you sabi treat people nicely. You don't be rude to people. You wake up in the morning on the wrong side of the bed. No,
Yeah.
project that kind, you know, rudeness on the customer. I mean, you they make the person want to come by to
Yeah,
you next time.
yeah.
Which is something where people need for really improving on. But like I say, for guide this conversation, we still this is like, you know, at the pre-launch stage of your business. This is something we will think about. Say
Yeah.
how I can able for, you know, service my customer
Yeah.
them better.
Yeah.
How can do I'm better than Mr. X or Madam Y really do this kind of business. So this is what you should think about. And if you think about holistically, not just brush them off. You know, I mean, if you really focus on them and think about them. So, well, we go take a short break, and then we can deal with you know, the financial management aspect, and also the investment aspect. So before we open the phone line, before we call it in for calling. So just stay tuned, and we will come back shortly.
I no get nothing for offer. So all me party will look down on me. Where don't make me feel like say my life no go become something. And they walked away. All the people who promise for help me. They say come office today, tomorrow next tomorrow. The story not just the same, but I refuse to give up. I kept on hoping, I kept believing. Now everything don't change. Me brother see me life now. It don't get better now. Famous standing name now. You know go fit say you don't know me now. Anytime I like a fly to Dubai now. Hey, with me baby now. Anything I like now they buy now. Turn up, cause me I know they turn down. I know they run down. I'm looking forward to a brighter future. I'm moving ahead. I never stop for nothing. I'm looking forward to a brighter future. I'm moving ahead. I never stop for nothing. For this one where we dey, people go come inside you life. Some go come for stay, and some go come and go. The reason why some man go stay, now only God know. The reason why some man go. Now God is help know. Me brother, me I don't go regret. If you decide for go, it's happen for a reason. Now only God know what you get for no say. It's never the end, cause the downfall of a man no, not to the end of in life. And then they give up, and then they turn down. Every day and they turn up. See me color, it pop up. Famous are the name now.
Welcome again. You know, this is now your favorite show, Talk to M, and you know the host, Mulko Sulaiman Bangura, and there with Maseray. We talk about entrepreneurship startup and how for you know, it's everything you need to think about before you start up a business. So if you just join me, So this now a new show where we dey bring Cantona. It's called Talk to M, a show where they for empower young people them, a show where they handle different social issues and we talk about a range of topics. So for the next couple of weeks we have to handle entrepreneurship, but in subsequent weeks we have to deal with topics like study abroad, scholarships, fellowships, and how to get scholarship, how to apply for scholarship, how to apply for fellowship, how to write your letter, your personal statement, and send you few links of scholarships and fellowships that were available. We also going to talk about topics like marriage, talk about topics on marriage, different types of marriages, within a married, that kind of stuff. They talk about relationship. We're going to talk about other social issues that normally bug young people. So, like I say, I'm not an expert on anything. Me not with master sabi, but we will bring in people away, industry experts, and we will try to figure out these issues together. And so today we don't talk about startup. MRC don't help me for open up the issue, and talk deeply into it. So, as we try for further analyze, which you need to think about before you start up your business. Another critical factor of the business is the financial management aspect. What you get for the beginning. So I know we everybody optimistic when they go into business. Don't calculate the profits in aid, forgetting, how for what you need for get to that profit, and then it can kind of like blow. So it's called the feel good factor. You allow the feel good factor for overwhelm you to the point you forget how for record within the kind side which you just spend, where it will make you record your profits better. So what do you think about record management? How if you say possibly we want to start a business, which you can start with first for start for recording sales. We're very important. Which everything you need for record, because I just don't say sales for instance. But which everything else if you say need for record?
Recording is key.
Yeah.
Then it's a must. If you know the record, the keep track, then I don't know, but I don't know how at the end of the day you are calculate everything, but recording it's a must. So yes, for me, you can start with the basic ledger book first. Let's say the pen and paper. Get your book. Might be a simple notebook, might be a big ledger book. Then we start the first, because like I say, not to everybody get access to computer, doing the Excel and stuff. Yeah, exactly. Okay. So you start first with the notebook. You can rule and find.
Yeah.
Get your headings, get waiting.
Yes.
You firstly one record you expenses. Yes. Waiting you don't put into the product. Yeah. You also now from there you're able to get your pricing, how you want price the product. Because again, you don't want to go excess and then you don't want to go below, you just one day, that way. So when you don't record all what you spend, okay, for example, people already sell food, say, okay, I buy Maggi, 1 Leone, I buy fish, you don't put everything together. All that they need for them at the ledger.
Yes.
You don't get the final product. You don't cook the food done. How are you able for cancel them?
Yes.
So you also get another line for your sales price.
Yes.
From that sales price, you get another line for your profit.
Yes.
You can also record how you distribute the profit.
Yes.
Waiting get for going into with logistics, with overhead costs.
Yes.
Waiting get for going to this, and waiting we get for use back for make another product.
Yes.
So for me, record keeping in sales. Yeah. It's a key. Yeah. If you need to keep record, then
and let just add to that. Also, don't forget for record your taxes, because most people think because they get small businesses, they're not supposed to pay tax. Yes, I understand. If you don't register your business, you don't go to a corporate affairs commission and don't give you business certificate, and then you don't go down to NRA, don't give you out and call and say
TIN number
and all that. You're supposed to pay tax.
Yeah.
So
definitely.
and now. It's all part of compliance, okay?
Yeah.
We very critically in any business, you have to be compliant with industry standards. Yeah. Compliance very important. Now, what thing people do not understand is this: the importance of having a proper recording system. Prevailing because if you want to go source funding,
Exactly.
external funding, and I want to talk about lastly, if you want to go source external funding, if finally you show somebody the book, let the person able to see if this is a viable business, if you're actually compliant with the law, if you actually, and this is not only just for salon, because normally we always think about salon. If you think international, you have to have a form of recording system for big money, so that they will give somebody will give you, okay, I can give you a loan, even a bank safe, if I'm going to bank can ask you for your books, but we so much don't depend on explanation. And Saloma will sabi explain.
And excuses.
We sabi explain.
And
Once you, I go
excuses,
explain.
yeah.
This is that's what I want to do. I want to go buy so, I go buy na Guinea, I go buy na Liberia. I come, I do so, and then we explain, but we actually not get in a structured format. What do you think?
For me, the fact that you don't go register your business, you obviously say you get for pay tax.
Yeah.
Apart from tax, you get other thing the way you get for comply with.
Yes.
Depending
on the kind of business.
Yeah, depending on the kind of business way they do exactly. So now we see like the NRA machine them, then then some supermarket, then some shop them, even some small shop themselves we see them.
I mean, that's for the GST tax, for them when they pay GST, but they don't. I think they don't increase based on the Finance Act. They increase the minimum, way a business for the make in turnover for they get that machine there.
Yeah.
But still, if you don't pay GST, self, there are other taxes you still need for pay. From
So for me, generally, like when I start up the business, I not be even understand how taxation they go about, but on a yearly basis, I get a particular tax officer way I talk to and I try for make sure say okay I comply with this, I've not been paying this, I've not been doing this, and I make sure say at the end of the year I do all that one day I get me clearance certificate, because at the end of the day, just like what you did say, you need them.
Yes.
You need them for apply for funding. You need them for present your business.
Yes.
You need them for so many things, for bidding, for so many opportunities. You need them. So it advisable whether your business small, you did do them online, you not get shop, but at the end of the year, ensure say, wait, I do am right. Wait here, waiting. I do me tax. I do me this. If you get people the way you employ, you ensure say, I they pay their NACIT. Are they, those are all things where you need for comply with, and make sure say you get a clearance, you get your certificate. Like that's a good business.
Beautiful.
You can present that business day any side. Nobody go say, oh no.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and then regarding the record keeping, where we be talk about, I think one of the other reasons them way we need for keep records is they guide we on figures, they guide we on numbers. Yeah. You need that number then day for
see the business.
Yes, for see the business, for talk about the business, for make presentation, for seek opportunities. You able actually get the data for talk say
for support you.
Yes. Yeah. For talk say last year I make 10 million sales.
Analyze and assess the business. Yeah.
This year I don't make 5 million sales, something
you also
like that.
Make projections.
Yes, it guide you.
Yeah.
It guide you.
Yeah, brilliant. So before we open the phone line, the phone line for call, the number for call, 079-994-993. If you want to participate, in this program, you can call our number there, 079-994-993. We go. If you get questions for ask, or if you get anything for add, into what we talk about, please feel free for call a line there, and so you will be part of the show. So as we continue with the conversation on investment, so now comes to the actual issue most people can really go through: how to get the money. So how they go pull money to start this business? What are they going to lend me money? What are they go? How get business money? Most people can aid about it. You get any ideas? I get a few what we will talk about, but just throw lights on some of the ideas and ways in putting in money.
For me, and when you look at the salon context, you know, most businesses then they come out from personal investment.
We get a call when it come through.
Okay.
Sorry. Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Good evening. How are you, sir?
Good evening, Epic Radio.
Oh yes. How are you? How's it going?
I do fine.
Yes, sir.
But me, I get interest in doing business, but I not get nothing. What thing I for do?
Okay. That's a very good question. But whose kind of business you want for going to?
I want to start up a building material for sell building materials.
You want to start building materials.
Yes.
Okay. That's a very capital intensive business, building material. So,
Yes,
well,
sir.
you have to think about a lot, just like what we will try to talk about.
Yes, sir.
You have to look at the area where you did in the first place, see
Yes, sir.
if other building materials shops and all they around there,
Then
and see.
we're not building material shop.
Okay.
Man area.
Okay, that is good, and also see if people in there were willing for buy you building material them in that area there, and see how many people they build houses in that area there, and further down. So do that assessment say on you. Now, if you your question very specific, you say how for starting, how for get that money there.
Yes.
Few ideas in there for start, for get the money. You can start by taking a loan. Okay, most banks they give loans. All right, you need for just get a collateral, and you pass the compliance questions and the test and all the thing in there.
Well, I think that's not the biggest problem we face as youth in this country, because whenever you take go for loans and pay, you not get that collateral with the act, so we not get also go start Google document this that. So how we start up now?
So okay, that's one way. Another way is then get them microcredit, you and them. They also then less rigid in terms of what you need for get loan. That's another way you can start. But also there are other methods like crowdfunding. It's called crowdfunding. What's in crowdfunding mean? If you get a very viable business, you can share with people and say, this is what I want to do. This is my dream, my passion. People then can put their money together. So one they give you 10 million, other give you 5 million, other give you 8 million, but they all get a stake in the business. And everything has to go in the legal format. Legally put on the say and get stake in that business day. When a crowdfunding, if the old man put down one Leone and put them together, you don't start your business. Means say when you make profit, you get forget their own small equal and dividend at the end of the year. Where you make profit. If you don't make profit, it's also okay. But once everything is recorded, as we say, you follow the rules and you can get money, and then from there they also what they call grants. You get so many grants where people can apply for. Some na World Bank grants, some na NGO them small grants, and also they get pitch competitions as well. Where they are around plenty of them there where you can apply for. Maseray, you get anything for add to this as well?
Yeah, I think you don't get all of the information that we need.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much.
Okay,
Thank you
you're
very much
welcome.
for this wonderful program. We always come in and I thank you, Epic Radio.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for the call, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye. Yeah. So just like what you will try for say, where we try for talk about. Now the caller just go ahead of me. How for raise money, that can be a big problem for a lot of people. So, as you get anything for add to that before?
Just like what you have been saying, most of we investments then can come out from personal investments.
Yes.
Sometimes then we can get at this money where we don't want waste them more, no one pull them more, no one put her into other thing, or we want to do business with them. I feel like majority of people where they into business, more especially in a salon, so it's personal investment. Yeah.
I mean,
and also partnership as well. You talk about the crowdfunding,
yes.
Partnership. You get few colleagues or party them, or maybe family members, or anybody will buy your idea. Say okay, the business makes sense. Profits they come and stuff like that, and then say okay, I want to put so money into the business, and then we share profit at the end of the year, or I go get an agreement. So
the number again for call now 079-994-993. You listen to Epic Radio 99.3 FM. So we did talk about business startup, ideas, and how to start your business, everything, all you need to know. So call in if you get any question, if you want to give comments or you want to participate, call in and join in the discussion and the conversation. So, as you rightly mentioned, crowdfunding.
Yeah.
Most people know. So somebody once said, I mean, don't take my word for granted, but somebody once said, I hear somebody say, if you really want to start your business, sometimes not find you start with your own personal money. Because if you start that business with your personal money, the problem is, who's how you pull money for further, fund the operations? Because we only think about whatever a product you want to buy
Yeah.
or services. We only
Yeah.
think about that.
Yeah.
But imagine you get you last 5 million.
Yeah.
You don't pull them in, don't go back, don't go put them on a business. You forget say continuity, operations get for the tomorrow. Now you want to do something tomorrow. Outside they get that money there.
Yeah, I mean that is it makes sense, but me not really to believe in that fact there,
Okay.
because you get, to be honest, you get investors, you get people where they look for partnership,
Yes.
but some people no they buy your idea, they just don't believe in the talking. I want begin do this, I want begin do
We
this.
get a call in
Okay,
Kaisa.
okay.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, hello,
Yes.
good evening.
Welcome
How are
to
you
Talk
guys?
to We're doing well. We're doing well. Thank you. But you get a question or a comment or?
Yeah.
Okay.
First off, I want to commend you guys for the good program. It's really, really educating
Thank you. Thank you.
because it makes the youth
Yeah.
and even the older population learn a lot.
Yes. Yes. Thank you.
This
Thank you.
was a very, very great initiative, and we're so blessed to have such amongst
Thank you so much.
our midst because, trust me, the youths are lacking these days.
Yes.
I actually don't have a question, but
Okay.
a commendation to give out to you guys
Okay.
because the youths are really lacking these ideas, this concept
Yeah.
in terms of motivating them and telling them what and what not to do
I agree.
in order for them to start up something that will be beneficial to them.
I agree.
Yeah.
I
And
agree.
trust me, I pray for success on this journey where on other embark on.
Thank
And
you so
I
much.
pray
Thank
that
you.
it will enlighten a lot of youths out there and
Thank you.
give them a wake up call.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you for the praises. Yes. We hope we will continue again for less, other young people.
By God's will.
Yeah. Yeah. So as you be they say, be the challenge that point there.
Yes, yes. I want for say something.
Okay.
Yes. So me not really believing. I not use your money for start business.
Okay.
No. Always use your money for start business. Now under the passion they come out from. Now under the seriousness they come out from. The value.
Okay.
The like when I say the whole something with tuan,
Yeah.
where say na me money I don't put here. You need a joke.
So how about if you put people money inside the business? And then you say you liable for paying that money back.
So people money they kind side
Yeah.
where you get people where they watch.
Yeah.
They just don't buy your ideas by you talking or telling them, oh, I have this plan, I have this business plan. They want to see action.
Yeah.
They want to see you follow you start.
Okay.
They want to see, okay, you don't start 2-3 months. What impact are you making? How the business they go, and then they will definitely come in.
Okay.
Some people just want to see action.
Yeah.
So me not really buy that. They are not put your money this and that. Investments go come, investor go come, or sponsorship go come once they see the action.
Yeah.
They see things going on.
Yeah.
Then go come. Support go always come.
But you don't want somebody, you also don't want to disqualify somebody who not get that money. You also want to show them, say, there are other ways for raise money.
Yeah.
We can be, it's very challenging. You don't want to let the person
It
know they
is.
think, say,
It is.
unless I get this 10 million before I start the business. You also get an alternative. There are several alternatives.
Yeah.
Like I say, I mentioned pitch competitions.
Yeah.
So many pitch competitions there are in a Freetown pitch night.
Yeah.
Mr. Francis George, can always organize a pitching competition as well. We get Innovate Saloon. They get so many organizations
so
who do
many,
pitch competitions nowadays. You can, put your business, organize them in the proper format, put them in the proper way, and then you go. If
Yeah.
you believe in the business, then go pitch up.
Yeah.
And if you win, that's
Yeah,
a startup
that's
for you.
something, yeah.
Also, then get this Tony Elumelu Foundation. We every January,
Yeah.
you apply, and then people in the win $5,000.
Yeah, yeah.
So if you get your business and then a viable business, apply. say this is what I want to do. You don't even need for start the business. You know, although yes, I think with the eligibility criteria now, if you want to see some traction, but you can start somewhere and you can ask for more money.
Yeah.
You know, you give $5,000 if you win, if you're selected, and then they can go Nigeria, go train you, teach you how for, you know. So there are so many ways for actually getting money.
And another thing is, Moko, some people just want to start big.
That's the problem.
They just want, don't open me shop yonder, don't this, like they just want to start big. And sometimes it doesn't work that way. Sometimes you get for start small. You get for start for begin, put your products in one corner, now you parlor, you snap and false nicely and post online and get 1 or 2 buyers.
Yes.
But some people just want for get everything, you know, get all thing at the hand before they start. You know, I feel say for me, business you can start with the little way you get.
Of course. I mean, like you rightly say, business doesn't go overnight. You need to become successful overnight. It takes some time. So, so far so good. I think we don't kind of like exhaust most of the the issues and the topics that we don't talk about. Just as we round up and as we wrap up, what now you final word before me say give me your final wrap up?
My final word to people out there, anybody way get your business idea, you the plan for going to business, you day into business. The first thing where you get for know is the challenges are there. Yeah. You know, you get for really get the energy, you get for get the passion. Yes. The challenges them boku, definitely. Even with you self, you know, not to even dealing with people, but with you self. Some people actually get a problem of managing, financing. Oh, what all money are they using? Wasting money then so you get forget the self-discipline.
Yes, I like that one.
You know, you get forget the self-discipline when you're into business. You get for no say this particular money, it's enough for touch am. This is for the business. You get for always the differentiate you personal fundings from the business. Anything when are the business are the business. Anything when are you personal. You also get for the differentiate that. And like I say, most people learn one for start big. You can start small with what you get. Where I mean with Deywaii, I know how me papa, not just that basic tailor man getting 1 or 2 machine. They sew at some point. They even sew na host, not even get tailor shop safe. So the host na be like tailor shop. You know, all the clothes, them, everything, the machine. So just start small.
Start small and grow.
Start with waiting you get, and that's how the business they grow. With time, you see say the business they grow. With time, you attract funding. You attract a lot of other things. A lot of other people are there where they watch. They want put their money into it, but they want foresee. So
thank you very much for joining us as my first guest, as my daily guest. And so before you go, just tell us how people then can go for finding Deywaii products before you left, so that at least the listeners out there, if they want new fashion, new clothes, then go there. Yeah, so Deywaii we shop the Blackwell Road, 7B Blackwell Road, the main Blackwell Road, and then we also get to Facebook page when Deywaii, DEYWAII, and we also then our Instagram Deywaii. So Facebook Deywaii, Instagram Deywaii, and then we biggest like a pop-up flash sales where they come in November, November 30th. Now we own plant entry fees 40 Leones. Bokutin where we get for display. Like a lot of pieces then get for day on display. The only problem person go get now with choice. So choice now the only problem where you go get, but we get a lot of things on display. And we encourage people then for come and see. We get forget new designs them way in Ayanda we get for go display them. They not get for the online Ayanda we get for go display them. So we encourage everybody for save the dates and everybody is welcome to support the show. Thank you so much, Maseray Emma Sesay, for joining me. Before I go, let's just give a short recap. So we talk about how far the importance of research, how for research your business, and we also talk about structure, how for structure your business, what you need for do for structure, for put the necessary things in place, the necessary cogs, and for manage your operations. We also talk about customer service, you segment, what they have, and how for record their customers and for keep in touch with them, keep them engaged, and also how you can able for serve them better. And we talk about financial management, the importance of managing the finances, recording the finances, and paying your taxes. And finally, we talk about investments, how for attract new investments, also you can get new funds, the resources that were available, and at least we talk about crowdfunding, angel investments, loans. You can get loans from banks. You get also stocks, bonds, other personal investments as well. So these are some of the things that we'll cover for today's show. Thank you guys for joining us. You will joining through Facebook. Thank you for watching and listening to me. You will join me through the radio and Radio Garden. Thank you so much for being a part of this debut of the Talk to M show. Next week, we will continue this conversation and we will focus on how to grow the business, which you need to do for make the business succeed, and we will get another guest. We will come for Talk to me. Thank you for being a part of the show, and keep tuning and keep your dial on radio, on Epic Radio 99.3. Until next week, I am your host, Mulku Sulaiman Bangura.
So only party when look down on me, where don't make me feel like say my life no go become something, and they walked away. All the people who promise for help me, they say come office today, tomorrow, next tomorrow. The story not just the same, but I refuse to give up. I kept on hoping, I kept believing.